Now with 100% more ducks. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Avant3 server. And there have been changes. And I'm not talking about the nether portal there. There have been changes on the server. There's been a couple updates to the Avant3 packet that you can always just grab off of the cursed downloader and check. And it seems like about every week there's an update because new mods come out, updates and things like that. So check them out. But there's also been changes in membership here on the FTOG people. We have added 3 new people since the server kicked off for Season 4 here. And I think I mentioned one, but I'm going to call them all out just to make sure that people know. We have MG Rose and Nemson, and also Relic Gaming just barely joined us. All of them did the standard procedure. You can go to ftog.net and you can apply there to if you want to be part of the FTOG group. There's some requirements there. You know, you have a modded Minecraft series. You got to be really cool. You gotta bribe me. You know, there's a bunch of stuff like that, and then everybody votes, and if you're really good, and yeah, bribe me, then you get into the server, and yay! And so 3 new people, and we're happy to have them, and great to see them here. And on a not so happy note, we have lost a member. Brink the Gamer has decided to go ahead and drop off and be done with YouTube. And we can, you know, sad to see him go, but wish him fun and joy in anything else that he endeavors. And we will miss him. But that's not what I really wanted to talk about in this episode. No, we wanted to show off cool stuff here. So I'm here back in my base, and yeah, I'm wearing some diamond armor. I've got a diamond sword, and I've got some stuff. If we take a look, got a bow here with Infinity and Power 5. That's really cool. This one has Soulbound on it. Got me a shovel, because hey, it's a diamond shovel that was there. A bunch of really cool enchantments on these armors. I went into one of the roguelike dungeons with Mistaken and Toddy the Body, and we went through and cleaned out the bottom levels looking for the Enderman spawner area. Never found it, but this was some of the loot. I ended up filling up 3 of these bags full of cool loot and bringing it back. So yeah, that was really good. Other stuff. Yep, I went ahead and made some golden lassos, and I snagged 2 of the villagers from a close village, and this is like 36 hours of them sitting here on the chest, and they've spawned very few. I did manage, though, to go ahead and grab a couple of those and make some emerald essences and emerald sprouts. So those are growing out there in my garden, and that's working out really nicely. And also some Enderman essence. I was talking with Toddy saying, yeah, the thing that I'm really suffering right now is lack of ender pearls. And he was saying, well, I've got some plants that Mistaken gave me, and we were chatting with her, and she said, yeah, you can have some too. So I went ahead and snagged one of those plants and been planting and replanting, and that's really nice. And so that's what I've been doing. Let's grab 3 of those. Alrighty, so now I have some ender pearls, which makes me feel much nicer, because there's so many things I need to do. But that's not what I wanted to talk about either. No, I wanted to talk here about the Easy Storage 2. I went ahead and let's pop that. And back there, I have the super storage box. In fact, if we take a look, there's this storage, the iron storage, and then there's the super storage box. And let's take a look. That's 20,000 items it can hold, and I'm just doing a 1/10 of that right now. And I was saying, when I had the iron one, it was 2,000, which was very nice. But I was saying, yeah, I want more, so I went ahead and upgraded that to the gold one, which is really nice. But I was saying, I would like to sort this. I'd like to have a crafting in here. I'd like to be able to search. Well, it just so happens there's a crafting recipe, and hey, that's why I need some Eyes of Ender. And there's a search recipe, and there's a sorting recipe, all of which is very doable. So that's what I've got right here. Right here is my search box. So let's grab that. And right here is my sorting box, so let's grab that. And this here is the crafting box. And for good measure, I'm grabbing another one of the super storage things. So I'm going to go ahead and put the search box right under there. And yep, it does. Okay, cool. So I think it's as long as it's connected somewhere along here, it works. So let's put sorting there. And now I've got sorting, countdown, count up, name. Yes, I love alphabetical. Although having the sorting here, or search, really nice. I don't really need to sort, but you know, I could make it in anyway. So yeah, alphabetical, I much prefer that. Alrighty, so, and I'm gonna put the storage box right there, and let's come over here, and I can just barely see. Let's put the crafting box down there. And you know, let's cover this back up just to look good. You can get covered up, and you can get covered up. And now I have 40,000 items to store, plus I've got my crafting here. I'm really liking this. This may be long game storage. I do prefer the AE because there's so much you can do with it, but I'm really liking that. So, yay! I can go ahead and upgrade some stuff. Oh, the other thing is I took my iron chest, I broke that storage box down, upgraded it, and put it back in place, and it kept all the items. So very, very nice. So I have plenty of extra growing space. And then I also went ahead and put some of these things for the big common items. I may wrap those all the way around just so it looks balanced, and I'll probably keep these other guys here just for fun. But yeah, I'm really liking that. I think that's really cool. But let's do a little bit more. One of the things that was really cool, I got some nifty emerald armor, and let's take a look here. Actually, let's see, the actually additions mod is fun, and I've done nothing with it so far. Let's see, what was the thing I was looking at? Oh yeah, I borrowed this, the Diamantine armor, or was it the Palace? No, it was the Diamantine armor. I borrowed that from Toddy as we went to the dungeon, and that was just rocking. It was great. And he was running this one, and I was thinking, now that I've got emeralds, I may make me some of this. And it's not that hard. I just need to get this emeraldic crystal. But to do that, I need to make an atomic reconstructor. Now, for that, it's just fairly cheap stuff, an iron casing, which is fairly cheap, and then this black quartz thing. So that's right here. So there's my black quartz, and then I can drop that, and that should give me my iron casing. And now I go over here, and boop, there is my atomic reconstructor. And let's drop that down right now. And right now, if it's got redstone on it, it'll deactivate. But if I take this redstone torch and slap it with it, now it functions on pulse. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and chop that right there. And I'm going to stick this under my power area facing this direction. There we go. And I need a button. I don't have a button, but let's get some wood. Let's get some wood. Let's grab one of you. And let's, oh, hey, let's actually craft it in here. Cause there we go. See? Crafting. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and slap a button on there. And yes, whoops. There's no right clicking to access it, but in the bottom left you can see it's getting power from up here, which is cool. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit, maybe half of that. Slap that in there, charge that up. And what happens is when you put stuff here, it'll go vroom and change that. So if I want that emerald armor, I need to make a bunch of emeralds, and I've got 64 of those. So, alright, let's toss that there, that there. That will give me 8 emerald ore. And because my pick that I made has some luck on it, I should get more than 8 back from here. And I don't really have a good way of doubling this ore yet. The sag mill is not bad. There we go, that's more than 8. Let's see, how many more do I have here? That's not quite enough to make the full armor with it. But let's go ahead and start with that for right now. And if I go ahead and take the whole amount and toss it there and hit it with this, and it converted it. So now I can sit there and make those nifty armor bits. So let's see, there's the pants and there's the helmet. Pants, helmet, and let's make the chest piece. So those are pretty cool looking. Let's boop, boop, boop. Yeah, that's kind of nice looking. And it really absorbs the damage. It really, really does. And so I need to grow a few more emeralds and upgrade that. But there's a whole bunch of things. One of the things that I'm really looking at making, let's see, that's the item repair. This requires, let's see, ender pearls, diamonds converted, the black quartz stuff, these blocks of diamonds converted. This is just iron that's been converted. This is redstone that's converted. The thing about this that's really cool is you take anything that has damage on it, you drop it in, and with RF, it will repair them. That's fantastic. I'm thinking that is definitely the way to go. It's kind of like the mending spell on weapons, except instead of feeding it with XP, you're feeding it with some really cool, RF and getting the goodness that way. So that's fantastic. Nether portal. I haven't gone through it yet, but I did want that in there. But we'll get to that at some point. I've got nice armor, but we'll do that. Something else that I did, water straining. I went ahead and made some strainer bases. Crawling through the runic dungeons, I grabbed a bunch of hoppers from them, and so I made 3 of these strainer bases. And with this, just sticks and string, it was really easy to make some of these survivalist strainers. And you can see there the various stuff that you get, lots of sand and dirt and sticks and stuff, but you also get some fish and gold nuggets. And I ran through one of those. I also went ahead and made some of these because I've got the iron for that, and ran that, and that's 10 times more the uses on it. And let's take a quick look and see how that turned out. Yeah, I got the little path in here going. I think that looks pretty cool. So right here are my 3 strainers. The strainer themselves go 2 blocks deep, and that's the strainer base. They go 2 blocks deep, and the on top of it is where the strainer goes. And I was reading on the mod author's page that you don't want them right next to each other, because then they're going to be slower or not as efficient. They're not as good when they're farther apart. Also, I just broke a block behind them, so you've got flowing water here. It's a source block, but flows, and that's supposed to make it faster, I believe. But it's okay. But let's see, what do we got? Ooh, I'll definitely take. Oh heck, let's just grab all of you. But that's a pretty nice little haul. 16. Get back up there. 16 gold nuggets is nice. Let's see, I'm gonna fill up on stuff here real quick. And what happened over here? 19 gold nuggets. Anything else more? Okay, I think I'm pretty full. But I'm going to make some more of these solid strainers because that gives me a lot of the sand and dirt and a bunch of the cool things that I need. And I think I'm going to upgrade my food to cooked salmon. It's got a lot more saturation and it's a lot tastier than the apples that I'm almost instantly hungry again. And got my garden going here. I've got 3 plots at this point. I'm thinking either I need to get a 4th plot going over there, or set up a single plot with a farmer in the center and let that farming station just go bananas. One of the other things about actual additions, actual additions. Next page. 3rd page. There's so many things in here that's so cool, and I obviously went past it. I'm looking real quick for it. And you're probably... There it is, right there. Greenhouse glass. I'm looking at making some of this, and that's going to cost some... This Palace Crystal, that's lapis. So I probably should make some lapis plants and really start harvesting them for a bit. That'll make 3 of those. But it really goes bananas and just grows like crazy. And I need to harvest all these and get them all going. But yeah, it's really coming along. And at this point, now that I've got the ender pearls coming in with the plants, I don't feel like I'm starving for any resources. You know, I'm not super rich in everything, but I think the only thing I'm really missing are blaze powders and blaze rods. I think I have I have a blaze rod. So I need to spend some time in the nether hunting and finding more blazes, or I can go back to that roguelike dungeon and doing some more hunting there. But other than that, I think I'm at a pretty good spot. Well, it's the next day, and I've made a few changes here. Let's show you what I've got. This way I can tell what the time is outside and whether or not it's safe to go running around. And went ahead and made one of these teleportation frames. And I only have one destination at this point, to spawn. But I set up a spot there at spawn to get back. So I can zip back and forth to spawn. Oh, I love it. It's so nice. And then for fun, I went ahead and upgraded the storage here. This is the large. That's 1 page, 2nd page, 3 pages. That's a huge amount of stuff there. And I added a 2nd door. Well, okay, because we're doing something more. I decided to go ahead and move the garden plot into here. And over here is where I'm going to set up my power. I was watching Toddy, and he was using the engineering tech, environmental tech. I think it's environmental tech, and set up a solar array that worked very nicely. But it does need a view to the sky, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Likewise, this I really liked the greenhouse glass, but again, it needs a view to the sky. So what I'm going to do right here. This is all the stuff I need for the greenhouse, because here's the math. It's a 9x9 plot of ground, and so that 9 times 9 is 81. But each time you make a greenhouse glass, you get 3. So 81 divided by 3 is 27. I need 27 sets of the greenhouse glass. Now, I've already made one, so I only need 26. So that's the math. So now I'm going to go ahead and convert this, because it needs the funky new block instead of the raw lapis here. And it took me a while to go ahead and grow lapis plants till I could get enough of this stuff here. And if I'm correct, not enough energy to do all of them. Oh well, I will. Is that right? No. Why? Oh, there must have been another. A limit to the number of blocks you can do simultaneously, because there's plenty of energy in there. Alrighty, so let's break all these down. And let's get these last 5. So it did 21 of these blocks. Oh, very interesting. Alrighty, so you, and you. That'll work. Alright, so that should give me enough glass that I need. Yep, there's my 26. Let's go ahead and craft this up. Booyah! Okay, so let's go and harvest those 3 that I have over here. And then I will have the full amount. And yeah, I came in here and force grew a bunch of these spruce so that I'd have enough of the saplings. So let's grab these. And I hadn't broken any of those before, and so I'm glad to see that it actually does work. And it's almost night, but I think I can sneak up there. Oh, let's sneak up this way. And for some reason my jump is back on, even though I turned it off. So I don't know. Well, I think I prefer to have it off for most of the things that I'm doing. So the pattern of torches here, that is the outline of the area that is going to be bounded by the greenhouse below. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out this here for the glass that I need and keep the contours of my hill. So why am I using that tool when I can use a real tool? There, that's better. Alrighty. And so that's my plan on doing this. And while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and chat with you a little bit. Yep, right there. I am getting real close to 1,000 subscribers, and so I'm planning on having a Ask Me Anything special for when I hit there. Although it may be 1,024 by the time I get it all done, which makes it a binary, round number. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and that's my plan on as a special. So instructions in the description down below of how you can send me a question, and really you can ask me anything. I just don't promise to answer everything. There are some things that are too private, and sorry, I'm not gonna say where I live and stuff like that because privacy and things. But let's go ahead and keep going in this. But yes, go ahead and send me questions. I've gotten several really good questions so far and have greatly appreciated the people that have done so. And you can feel free to take the opportunity to ask me a fantastic question. And have I already lost? No, okay. I keep wondering if oh hey, I've got a faster shovel. Let's use you. Forgot about that shovel. Oh, I'm liking that. All right, so you, and you. So anyway, feel free to ask me anything, and I'm curious to see what other questions come up. Like I said, so far, very impressed with the questions I've gotten. And this is the last. And alrighty. And let's chew you up there. And then these two go. And you can see there's the corner of the place. So that works out. And then you go. Nope, wrong tool. That tool. You get one of those. And you get one of those. I'll take you both. I'm going to have to come from below and clean up this. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing up here. I was wondering why I still had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Cool. All right, I have now all the glass in place, and it's the same contours. Boy, I'm bouncing around so much. Same contours of the hill, so that's cool. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and clean out the rest of the space and meet you back. I think that looks pretty good, actually. It's nice and bright in here. Let me gather up these little bits. And I see I'm going to have to move these lights because they're not really appreciating having these torches on top of the plants. But yeah, they've grown up pretty fast. I've got 2 holes here, and I'm not exactly sure. I think if I move that one up, let's do this. I think if I move this one up, and then I put a block there, give me dirt, then that will seal that off nicely. And I'm not exactly sure what to do with that one. Yeah. Oh well, I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's working very nicely. So I can move my plants into here, and this will improve the performance, even though there's just 1 plot instead of 3 out there. And it's ready and close enough that when I get my power online, I can have a farming station right here. But I'm thinking that's going to be the next episode. But yeah, I'm going to plant me some crops and get me some stuff going here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I think I've done a pretty good amount of work here, upgrading things, getting the new greenhouse going in there. It needs a bunch of planting, and that's important because got to get the resources I need to make the solar array so that I can have power. Power. Yep, that's what it's going to be. But that's another video. Anyway, this is Grok the Duck Farmer here on the FTOG Avant3 server, having lots of fun. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.